morning, and welcome to What's Up with Our World Today podcast. I am your host, Abarina Hanani, and we are sitting with two honored guests, Alia Redani and Amira Humaira, as we are talking about sensational topic that's going viral today. What is it, you ask? As you can see here, there is an accident involving UITM Legal students wearing KKK, or as known as Ku Klux Klan robes, which sparked significant amount of controversies and a backlash in Malaysian media. If you're not aware of what is KKK, it is a white supremacist hate group roots in racism against African American and other minority groups. So let's jump into our discussion today. So Alia, are you aware of the background of KKK?
Yes, I'm aware about the KKK issue that come from the US, and after the Civil War, and it's known for its racist, anti-black, anti-Semitic, and anti-Catholic view. So the group used violence like lynching, arson, and threat to push white supremacy belief. So the KKK issue is a bigger wave was from 1950 to the mid 1920.
Well, do KKK still exist today?
They still do, but today the KKK is broken into a small group and mostly rejected by society.
Okay, so back to our current timeline. Tell us a little more of the details of what happened in UITM Dengkil. Amira?
So these UITM students will perform a historical event about racial discriminations for their class assignments. They choose to perform KKK, but many people felt it as sensitive and show poor judgment. UITM said the students didn't mean to promote it, but it was just part of their coursework. Well, yeah, we all have our coursework, right? Still, the public and some scholars strongly critique it. There's the police start to investigate.
I can definitely see why this has been a sensational topic. It went back to the tragic past, especially in America. So let's jump into the interesting part of the podcast, which is our opinions. So, Alia, what are your thoughts on this particular issue?
Oh yeah, I get why this topic gets so much attention today. So the KK is a part of really dark and painful past. Even the KKK issue is not like strong like before. The idea of hate still exists in the different way, and that's why it's important us to talk about it, because we need to learn from the history and make sure don't let this kind of the issue happen and people think grow again.
So that is actually good take, Alia. But we want to know more what is the opinion of Amira. So what is your thoughts about this?
So I will talk about the UITM students where they wear KKK robes for their presentations. It definitely gave a lot of reactions, and honestly, I also get it why. Even it was meant to be educational, using something as sensitive as the KKK, especially in a visual way, can come off as really offensive. The KKK have a very long and historical painful about their racism and violence. That kind of imaginary hits hard, no matter what's the intention. Now, to be fair, the university did defend their students because it was the part of their assignments, right? We also have our assignments just like them. And yeah, the context does matter. But at the same time, it shows there's a real need for a guidance where dealing with sensitive things, some sensitive topics like this. Just because something historical doesn't mean it should be present without any thinking about the racism, about the about sensitive things, about the topics, yeah. At the end of the day, this can be a learning moment for us, for the UITM students, also for the lecturer, to be more sensitive about the topic. Choose wisely. Yeah. Can. Okay.
I agree with Amira's point of view. I think, in my opinion, it's a good thing that it happened. Before all of you pointed at me, why is it a good thing? The first time I heard about the news, of course, like any citizen in Malaysia, we are appalled, and it caused us to have this unsettling feeling. But the more I think about it, it opens a new conversation that a lot of us Malaysians don't have, because this is KKK is a history of America, right? So we are not exposed to the history of America, especially this tragic, important past. And I think by them provoking this kind of controversial idea sparks conversation between us and the Malaysian media. For instance, the greatest example we can relate to is the brown eyes and blue eyes experiment. This experiment was conducted by Jane Elliott in 1968, where she divided her class into two groups, with the children with blue eyes and the children with brown eyes. She told the children with blue eyes have more privilege and more gifted than brown eyes. However, I also do think they should come up with different approach, such as symbolic representation of a presentation instead of wearing the KKK robes themselves. I think they could have resolved it better.
I agree to disagree about your statement.
I think I agree. But you
Yes, yes, I think we all do. We have a very structured opinion. So I think that is all for our discussion for What's Up with the World Today podcast. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.